Late last week, a federal judge appointed by Donald Trump, Judge Mark Pittman of the U.S. District Court, struck down President Biden's student loan debt forgiveness program. Said the whole thing is totally unconstitutional. It was a gross abuse of power by the executive branch because such a large-scale program would clearly have to be approved by Congress. And Congress, he says, did not approve this. The Biden administration has already appealed this decision by Judge Pittman here, arguing that, hey, we actually did have authorization to do this under the HEROES Act because the broad language under which or with which that law was written does give us authority to do this. Not to mention the fact, I don't know if they put this in their appeal, but they should have, the United States Department of Education actually has broad power to forgive certain student loans under certain circumstances that they basically get to lay out themselves. We don't need the HEROES Act for that. We have seen time and time again, and this even happened, by the way, under the Trump administration, where the Department of Education would come out and say, hey, listen, all right, all you people here, you got scammed by this fake online university. We're going to forgive all your loans. They didn't have to have Congress approve that. They just did it. They said, okay, the circumstances were pretty bad, so we're just going to do this. They've done it this year. They did it last year, did it the year before. They've done it for quite a while now. They said, you got scammed, you got lied to, so we're going to forgive your loans. Nobody batted an eye about that. Right? You didn't have these Republican groups out there saying, no, you can't do that. That's not fair. But for some reason, this one, sure, it's bigger. But why this? Why object to this and not object to the others? I think that is a question these judges ought to be asking, but they're not, of course, a Trump appointee here. So he doesn't care about actual jurisprudence. No. He didn't bother to say, well, hold up now. Why didn't you get mad when they forgave student loans to, ITT Tech or whatever it was? Why didn't you file a lawsuit then? Same thing, except it's more laser focused. Doesn't make sense, does it? You're only objecting to this for political reasons, therefore your objection cannot stand. But that's not what happened. That's what should have happened. If we had a real functional justice system here in the United States, that's what a judge would have said, would have thrown out the case on the merits, arguing that no, this is selective prosecution or selective, I don't know the word, you don't use prosecution, but you know what I mean. Like you're only targeting this because you don't like it politically, not because you have any real grievances with the program itself. Oh, and by the way, the individual, the plaintiff in this lawsuit, personally had $48,000 worth of PPP loans forgiven. So this individual who became the plaintiff of this particular lawsuit had almost $50,000 of their debt forgiven by the federal government, but says, oh no, you cannot have $10,000 forgiven. That's playing politics with it. I will not stand for this. I got mine, you can't have yours. I want you to be in debt. I want you to suffer in ways that I didn't have to. Because that's the kind of a-hole that I am. That's what this plaintiff is telling us. And again, had this gone up against a judge that actually had scruples, a judge that actually had morals and knowledge, we wouldn't have been handed this massive defeat.
This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.